Hi, I'm Council President Mary Sohor, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Council Corner. Today I'm here with my co-host, Vice President Debbie Walker.
Hi, thank you for joining us again. Today we'll be discussing Ward 3. Unfortunately, our council representative for Ward 3, Karen Desai, is unavailable for taping today. So today we have as our special guest Dr. Anita Greenberg-Belli. She's an at-large councilwoman. She represents all wards.
It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for inviting me. And we're very excited to talk about some of the good initiatives that have been taking place in Ward 3, and that will be continuing there.
Can you tell me what is unique about Ward 3?
Unique about Ward 3, there's many things. First of all, if you think of the roadways, we have 9 that separates the shopping center on the northbound and southbound side of Route 9, and I'm very happy to say that we're at capacity there now. It's very active and very vibrant. We also have the transit center there, and there's plans to improve that transit hub. If you can imagine all the apartments that are around there, London Terrace, New Amsterdam, Parkwood. So people are using that, and it's very important that they have access. They can get to different places, get to their jobs without any confusion or hassle. Then you see a lot of different diverse stores coming in. So when you think that you have new stores coming into town, what you realize is these companies have done the demographics. So it's very good for business to come here. If not, they wouldn't invest in the town. So Old Bridge is a good town to invest in.
Yeah, I think the infrastructure is good for people who live in the apartment complexes, because it gives them a place that they can go to and access with not necessarily always having to take transit. And that's important, you know, if you want to walk in the area. I think it's good. You have BJ's up there. You have a lot of stores that people really do like. And I think that's very unique about Ward 3, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As far as also when you think of the apartments in New Amsterdam Village, there's a lot of people there that commute, so they use the transit area. In fact, there's word about having a transit village there, anticipating that, hoping there's a lot of activity to keep that area very stimulated. Absolutely. There's the gym there also. There's restaurants. I know they're talking about a brewery over there possibly.
We said Ollie's just came.
Ollie's just came in. Well, and all these new businesses that are coming in also provide jobs for people too. That can be close to their home and work there too. So it's very good.
Also, I'd just like to mention that we're Ward 3, what it encompasses, so it goes all the way from Madison Park all the way to Central Park on Route 34. So, and it's on both sides of Route 9, so people have an understanding of what
the
Ward
scope
3
of
is.
it. It's very close to New York, so that's a good thing too for people.
And I know throughout the ward there's been paving, not only in Madison Park, in Central Park, the Prime Road and the Cheesequake intersection is going to have some major improvements that will benefit everyone traveling in that area. And they anticipate a signal there that will be even better for safety.
Definitely well needed.
So that's a busy place.
So that's one area that we're
hard
focusing
to see
on.
when you pull up.
Well, it's definitely changed and will benefit everybody. So that's another good thing. It's good news.
We're putting in new initiatives to slow down the town too, so to speak, because a lot of times, you know, people will, you know, it's just they race around town, and it's serious, you know. So we do take it seriously, and we are trying to do things in Madison Park and Central Park and so on to try to slow people down a little bit, because this way it's
not
safer.
Unique just to Old Bridge. It's happening statewide, because you know we don't just stay in Old Bridge when we drive.
No, absolutely. What recreational opportunities exist in Ward 3?
In Ward 3, the Cougars and the Girls Softball League has partnered. And I know also with the Girls Softball League that they're anticipating getting lighting over there. So, you know, that area is very active for that.
And also in Central Park on the other side of 34, they'll be getting a new playground this summer. I think a lot of residents are not aware that they do have a new playground coming in August. But because I don't think a lot of them know that, so I just want them to be aware of that.
The kids will seek it out and find out first. They'll be telling everyone about it, you know, to have it.
There, so
So it's nice to see. And also there's anticipation for a baseball field there, improving the upgrading the baseball field and doing that. So that's good.
A basketball court there.
Basketball.
Yep. They do. Okay. Well, even though there are 6 different wards in Old Bridge, what do you think unites the town?
I think the people unite the town, and volunteerism all over. I mean, that's how we got involved, by meeting people through volunteering in every ward. And I think it's very important to see people active and concerned and dedicated. I think there has to be a balance. And there's a lot of people that are involved with civic duty, and I'm very happy to see that they care about their town that they live in.
Well, that's how I met a lot of people when I moved here, through the kids. They belonged to different things, and we started volunteering, and that was how we met people throughout the whole town.
Right.
Because when you belong to like a soccer league, people come from all over town, and that's how I think you start to meet a lot of people.
Sure.
We have so many churches and
Church,
synagogues.
so many
And
things.
and you meet a lot of people that way. You really do. And I think this town is small town, even though it is a big town in size.
Sure.
I think people really feel that, and I think they feel united together. Anytime there's a cause, they're right there. Right after 9/11, this whole building was filled with so much to bring over to people. I mean, the outpouring was just amazing. During the pandemic, when we needed food from the food bank, oh my gosh.
All over town we did food drives.
Oh my God, the HOAs just stepped right up, right? We were
Right.
on and off the truck picking up all the food. It was
It's funny when you
amazing.
talk about the town and what brings it, when we say the people and how you initially start getting involved, whether it's from your children or where you work. But I just remember, you realize how big this town is. When I used to pick my daughter up from basketball practice, she said, "Mom, can you bring my friends home?" Certainly. I'd be over in Madison Park, then going over on Englishtown Road. We'd be home an hour late and half later, and it was fun. But those were the good times. I miss them very much. But it is true, you know, how big we are, and there's something in really every ward for someone to enjoy, and that's what we try to do. I know we try to do with the road paving initiatives, that we have the engineer and the road department going around. In fact, in Central Park, they just did road paving in Princeton, in we'll be doing Princeton will be paved in Ward 3. So we take in Madison Park, so we try to do each area the roads that need it the most, and safety on the roads is paramount.
Very important.
So as far as also, I don't know whether people are aware, the global landfill now, it's going to be a solar field.
That's a Ward 3 issue.
And that's a ward issue. And we were not getting revenue from that property. Now we'll be receiving taxes, but it's green community program. And it's going to be really nice, because then there's going to be reduction in energy bills for the people that qualify in that area. So it's great. You know, to have that. It's a win for the town. It's a great initiative. I know also that Outback, we're going to get a new Outback restaurant that's going to be in the same location, but they're going to, you know, give us it's going to be a new building that is more suitable for their marketing of their other Outbacks.
Other places have a certain standard look.
Yes.
That this one
It'll be more
have,
uniform.
So,
It'll be more uniform. So that will be a good, you know, a very good thing. So we always focus on quality of life of people, and with these initiatives, we see that really people that are homeowners, your land value, your home value has gone up. So it's a positive thing.
Ward 3 is really
when you pay your
popular.
taxes, we try to go and do capital projects, put it back into the town. So I'm very happy about that.
Well, both shopping centers on each side of the highway are very vibrant now. I know Ollie's parking lot is always crowded when I drive by.
Yeah, the Aldi's is in there.
Aldi's in there, the Kohl's. I mean, there's something. It's there for everybody over there.
And the restaurants across the street are very popular. People really like Bubba's and Texas Roadhouse, Panera Bread. Like they all. There's a new teriyaki place.
Teriyaki
really
Madness,
nice things. Yeah, a lot of nice things in there. So you can find a lot of good things in those centers.
Yeah, Old Bridge is a nice place to live. There's something for everybody there.
What do you think entices people to move to Old Bridge?
I think because when you think, people I don't think realize, first of all, how big it is and how much it has to offer. And the proximity to get to a transit area and to get to the city. I know that you traveled very much to the city often, and the busing, it was very convenient for you. I think the safety in our town, the investments we put into the police department, the quality of life. I know the quality of life is very good. There's sports or parks. There's something here really for everybody. And I think as far as people who live here have realized the values of in our home has gone up, our schools, the programs that we have for our special needs children. So I think even the adult program for special needs, I think it's very important that when we hear there's something that needs to be addressed, we try to focus on that and find a plan and a solution for it.
And I think it is a family type community.
Yes.
It has that kind of feel to it. We have so much volunteerism, like from Boy Scouts, Cub Scouts to the soccer, baseball leagues and all that, and volunteer fire departments and things like that.
It's really all about families that can be here and really see a future for them here, that put their roots down and grow. So I think it's very nice. Luckily, we still have, open space in the area, getting the new golf course. So there's so much to offer for anyone who wants to do things. And we've done very well throughout the whole town, doing our best to clean up. Unfortunately, there's irresponsible people. We can clean up an area and they'll be back out the next day, which is totally irresponsible. I don't understand that, but it happens. But we try to focus on everything. And that's why, being 42 square miles, we really take in everything that everyone says and try to focus on it. And even with our road paving project, the engineer and the road department goes out and they prioritize which roads need to be done. There's stormwater drain projects being done all the time. So I think, when you think of a town of this population and size, that there's always something going on and there's something for everybody here.
Thank you so much for joining us today and representing Ward 3. We really appreciated it.
It's my pleasure being here. Thank you for inviting me. I enjoyed it very much.
I'd like to thank the residents for joining us today in another episode of Council Corner.
Thank you. Next episode will be featuring Ward 4. Please join us.